What are you doing?
Hi guys, how you doing? Here with the town board here at Lockport.
David, go.
This is
Go away.
Mark
Go away.
Crocker, Darlene
away.
DiCarlo, Patrick Dufour. Now they're... What are you touching me for?
Go away.
Don't
Because
touch
you're
me.
ridiculous.
You guys are elected officials. I'm a video journalist. I have every right to ask them questions. They're elected to represent you and to serve you. So by them being in the public eye, they chose to be there. They chose to be questioned by you and me. There's no law in New York State saying they had to reassess us. They need to collect our taxes, like slavery, to secure their pay and benefits. That's an incident that happened in a local restaurant May 10th, a restaurant that I attend regularly. I've seen town board members there regularly. I've asked them questions multitude of times and been very cordial. But after what happened after the 2022 process of us carrying petitions to become your Republican representative to choose people to get on the ballot, Mark Crocker sitting in the back there, town supervisor, and Darlene DiCarlo, town board member to the right front, the one that actually hit me, they went out and objected to our petitions, 21 of us, to stop us from choosing candidates because they want to endorse themselves for office. And granted, one of the questions I wanted to ask was taxes. There's no law in New York State saying they had to reassess us. None. There's towns surrounding us. I've talked to the assessors in surrounding towns. They said, no, we don't reassess like that. But I did find out that the town gets money for reassessing from the government. If you file objections to your assessment, I'd like to get that information because I'm curious how much they gave and who did they give to what. Because I noticed some elected officials, they weren't really assessing their houses as high as they should be. And is it really fair for those who didn't object? Because we're busy. Do we have time to deal with this? A lot of times we know it's kind of a waste to fight against town hall. So it'd be nice to share that. Is there something we have as in lawsuit-wise? Because they said that they have to raise assessments. Well, if there's no law that says they have to, is that a lie and they're accountable for their lie? We can actually sue the town officials for lying to us because they raised our assessments. Way back when, we looked up and found out that town Lockport had a $12 million surplus. That's way more than what they were supposed to have. They were only supposed to have maybe $1 million, $2 million. So they had all this extra money. At one time, I went to the town board. I says, isn't it considered stealing when you take something, you don't give it back? And what do you mean? I says, well, you took our tax dollars and you're not giving it back. That's stealing. So they didn't like that statement. But if we already have this crazy high, surplus, why are they raising our assessments even more yet? The amount of money they're going to collect. I mean, some of these tax bills are going up $2,000 per resident. You're talking millions of dollars of more revenue to the town and the state. Where's this money going? We need to know that. Another issue that we talk about is your electric bill. People don't realize you're paying 75% more for your electric bill than you should be. And I got a good video on my YouTube channel that talking to ex-elected officials that was involved during that. So we're looking into that too. Your electric bill is 75% higher than it should be. The Fixes In Before You Vote video, that's on my YouTube channel. It shows you how they're fixing the ballots and what's going on. And another thing we support too is elected officials, especially the town board positions, they should be voluntary. No different than a volunteer firefighter. I mean, we have town Lockport firefighters, like I was, responding to hundreds of calls in the town Lockport. We did it for free. We never got paid anything. We did 10 times more than any elected official. Why should they get paid? It should be a voluntary position. Because what will happen, once they make it voluntary, they won't want to be part of it. Because it's all about the money. It's not about the community. We need to set up some local meetings. And you need to understand that a lot of these officials in the background, we have senators and assembly people that actually were found and indicted for crimes, and yet they're still elected officials because the Democratic judge let them off. Because when you have your finger on somebody, they have to do what they want you to do. So we have officials that were actually in trouble, and they're being controlled because they were in trouble way back when. So communication is the key. They have a way of communicating with you because they're taking your tax dollars, sending you these nice full color pamphlets in the mail to explain what's such a great job they're doing, spending thousands of dollars each time. And the state assembly and the state senators, they get over $200,000 to $300,000 a year in a mail budget to send you mailings to explain what a great job they're doing. Is that really fair? It's like brainwashing using your money, to explain, what's going on. So communication is the key. The only way we have to do this is I have a cell phone text system set up. You can actually get your name added to our stream so we can inform you what's going on. So the number 716-221-3821. And you can, when you put that in there, text Wake Up NY. That's Wake, W-A-K-E, U-P, N-Y with no spaces. Wake Up NY, W-A-K-E, U-P, N-Y, no spaces. You'll be asked a question, do you like to join? Hit yes, and you'll be added to our texting stream, so then we communicate about future meetings and what we have going on in the future. The only way we're going to stop this is by staying together. This whole political system throughout the whole country, and right here in your own town, your county, I know you're oblivious to it because you don't know, the papers sure heck don't talk about it, but it's all patronage. They all take care of themselves. They do what they want to do. They're above the law. It's a secret political class. I've before in the past tried exposing the town attorney, got busted driving his truck, crashed his truck, drunker than drunk, swore to neighbors trying to help him. Police arrested him, resisted arrest. He was allowed to keep on driving. 6 months later, everything was dropped. The political class with the attorneys is in a secret society all by itself. And you don't even know it. I don't. I do it my best to expose it. It's your to decide what I give you in information, whether or not it's true or not. But this is something we've been doing for years. And it's not just me, not crazy Dave Mongello. They'll say that because they have to discredit me. Because, I like poking the bear. But you need to know, they do this to secure their pay, their benefits. You're elected for 5 years at town board, you get lifetime benefits the rest of your life. Darlene DeCollar, the one that hit me to the right, she works for the county. They all have this political connection to the whole system. The whole county is full of patronage jobs, and they need your taxes to pay for that. They need the money from the state to pay for it. So they'll follow unconstitutional laws to actually, keep the money flowing in their own pockets. They don't care about you. It's never been about you. Granted, that's my opinion. So we're here to expose the untruths, stop these high taxes, high assessments. This is ridiculous. When we went door to door to carry petitions, run for these committee positions, no, these committee positions control who works at the Board of Elections. They count your vote. And who's in there now are all the friends and the families of elected officials and elected officials themselves. Our job as a county level, as your committee people, is to choose who gets endorsed all the way to president, the congressman, senators, everything. But guess who is in it now? The elected officials, their friends, their family. So you wonder where the dysfunction of government is. It's right here in your own backyard. You just don't even know it. So I do my best to educate. Granted, we're not taught this stuff in school, so we do our best. But if you can, like my channel, I got We the People NY. Subscribe to David Mongello YouTube channel here. I do have Truth in USA. I'm currently working on a website, and we're going to have a texting stream going out there so people can communicate what we're trying to do. And guess what's next year? All the town board elections. So we need everyday people to run because this is unacceptable. Our officials should not be acting this way. It's up to you. It's up to us to try and fix it and have representative form of government. Enjoy the video. Reach out to me. Like my YouTube channel, Dave Mongello. Like my Mongello's page here on Facebook. Again, hopefully we can stop this from happening. Thank you.
Guys, these elected officials here choose to endorse themselves for office because they want to secure their jobs. Yeah, you carried the petitions to object because we want people to endorse candidates, right? Because we want people to endorse candidates, not the politicians. So right here, people, is the reason why government is the way it is sitting right here. Yeah, we see. Thanks, guys. Good job.
Thanks for watching. Like what I do, and we need your support.